Don't try stealing from Walmart. They're gonna get you.
We learned about the AI technology that was coming out for self-checkouts. And if you think you're smarter than them, Walmart's 2 steps ahead. Walmart is a billion-dollar corporation. They know.
And there's Aziza Graves at the Stonestown Target loading her cart with laundry detergent. Graves would often steal jugs of detergent that can easily be sold in San Francisco's illegal night markets at UN Plaza.
They're stealing stuff right out of the Walmart and Target, and then they're bringing it around the corner, and it's getting sold on random street corners.
You know you be stealing from Walmart. I suggest y'all boys stop, because Walmart not playing this summer. And the rest of 2025, bro.
So on my channel, we have seen people that are boasting about shoplifting from big box retailers. Whether it's using the skip scanning technique at self-checkout or scanning fake barcodes to pay less for your items. Even instances where people are just boldly putting things into their pockets and seemingly getting away with it. Are you getting away with it? Or does the store know that you're stealing and just simply let you leave? According to a growing number of people on TikTok that work in the retail industry, some stores are just simply keeping tabs on what you're stealing and waiting until you've taken enough to charge you with a felony. Today, we're diving into what could possibly be happening behind the scenes based on viral claims, online confessions, and the patterns that we are seeing in real-world arrests.
So there's an influencer on here that just got arrested for stealing from Target self-checkout. And I used to work for Walmart for 11 years, and I used to run the front end. So let's talk about stealing from Walmart. They know you're stealing. So I actually was a team lead on the front end for a while, and before that I was a front end ZMS, which means you're kind of like the step below an assistant manager, and you're in charge of all the cashiers and all the self-checkouts. Well, I actually got flown to Arkansas for their shareholders meeting, and when I was there, we learned about the AI technology that was coming out for self-checkouts. And let me tell you what, they know everything you're scanning, and if you think you're smarter than them, Walmart's 2 steps ahead. Walmart is a billion-dollar corporation. They know. So one of the unhinged stories that I had was a woman came through self-checkout with like a 50-inch TV, and she scans it, and the self-checkout host immediately is notified on her handheld that she scanned a bowl. She didn't scan a TV. So immediately red flags are going up for her, and she's flagging me down because she's like, I need help. I don't want to do the confrontation part. So I go over and I'm like, what's wrong? And she's like, look at the screen, and it says like 50-cent plastic bowl, and she's pointing to the TV, and she's like, she scanned the TV. Well, first things first, there's serial numbers on the TVs, so the fact that the self-checkout did not prompt for a serial number is also a red flag for us. So I take the handheld and I shut her self-checkout down, because they can do that. And if you're ever in line at self-checkout and your self-checkout just shuts down, we did that. I don't work at Walmart anymore, but Walmart did that. The self-checkout host or the team leads or whoever shut you down because they know you're stealing, and they're like, I just want you to know that I just saw that. So I shut her register down, and I go over and I'm like, hey, our self-checkout just glitched for some reason and your whole transaction's gone. Let me take you to this register right here and I'll re-ring you up. She's like, what? I'm like, yeah, I'll just re-ring you up real fast. I'm the manager. We are gonna skip all these other people and I'm just gonna ring you up myself. And I go to scan the TV, and she's like, never mind. Never mind? What do you mean, never mind? You don't want this big-ass TV that you have? And then I see her start to try and peel the sticker off. No, honey, boo-boo, you're not keeping that sticker. If you ever have bought the 50-cent bowls from Walmart lately and you notice how hard those stickers are to get off, why do you think that is? Target had to have been watching this lady multiple times. They don't go after you the first couple of times. They let you steal. They want you. They want you to get arrested. They don't want $10 transactions. They want them $500 transactions. They want them $1,000 transactions. I can't tell you how many people got arrested in our Walmart for
so steal $499 worth.
stealing
No, don't
and
do
how
that.
many associates got fired for stealing, because you are not smarter than the system. And I have a really wild self-checkout story about an associate, because I don't work there anymore, so I can talk about it.
So why exactly would stores do this? Why would they wait? Why would they not just take someone in when they catch them stealing the first time? Why allow them to steal and then wait for them to come back? There's a few different reasons. The first one being it does cost the store money to confront these petty thieves. And there's also some safety risks every time you confront a thief. And with as many times as people are shoplifting in these big box retail stores, that's a lot of opportunity to take risk, and that's a lot of cost wasted on petty theft. Another reason is that a felony case carries a lot more weight and better odds for successful prosecution. And there are some retailer insiders that have been on TikTok alleging that the loss prevention teams will just simply track people with multiple offenses just to simply build a stronger case. So what exactly is grand larceny compared to petty theft? Grand larceny exceeds a certain dollar threshold, whether it's $500, $1,000, or even more than that, depending on the state. Petty theft is a misdemeanor that involves stealing items under a certain threshold, like $500. So if you steal less than $500, it is just simply petty theft rather than grand larceny. Again, that is determined by the state. Grand larceny or grand theft is a felony. Petty theft is just a misdemeanor. But now not all states, only some states will allow aggregation of theft amounts from multiple incidents over time, especially if the thefts occur at the same store location with the same person involved. And according to regulations, it has to happen within a certain time frame, whether it is 3 months, 6 months, 1 year, and there has to be an established pattern.
So you just find the state where it's $490 every 3 months, you're golden.
Or intent to defraud. That means that you can steal $50 here, $150 there. And if the store or prosecutor can show a pattern or intent to defraud, that total can
actually, you hit different stores, right? You can hit different Walmarts.
Add up to meet a felony threshold.
Hey bro, if I popped up on y'all For You page and you know you be stealing from Walmart, I suggest y'all boys stop, because Walmart not playing this summer. And the rest of 2025, bro. I'm telling you, they got secret shoppers everywhere now. Like everywhere around the corner, and they got cameras, they're watching, like they're actually paying attention. And if you steal something over $25, you're going to jail, twin. It's a felony now, like 2 years in prison.
What? For $25? Where? That's actually
in jail, twin. So y'all
they're watching. They've always been watching, and they're really watching now.
If you are consistently stealing merchandise from Walmart, you are going to get caught and you're going to get arrested. And I used to work at Target in 2019, so I know what I'm talking about here. So say that you walk into your local Walmart and you steal a small item, say it's worth $5. And you just walk out with it. Walmart doesn't give a damn about a $5 item. So you just walk right out the front doors with a $5 stolen piece of merchandise. Easy enough. But that's where they get you, because now that you did it once, you start to feel confident. And you start to feel confident in stealing larger items. So the next time you go to Walmart, you steal a $100 item. But yet again, you walk out and nothing happens. So the next time you go back, you steal a $500 item. And yet again, you walk out and nothing happens. So now you walk in for the 4th time feeling all confident, they're never gonna catch me. Yeah, they are. And this time you steal another $500 item, but now you're over $1,200 in total stolen merchandise. And once you pass $1,200 in total stolen merchandise, that is a felony. And the whole time you've been stealing, they've been keeping a record of what you've been stealing and the value of those items. And the second that you...
Do they know my name? I mean, I'm not... Would they know your name? Would they know the suspect's name? Or is my profile just the guy with the hair and the flannel?
You reach the $1,200 mark for it to be grand larceny. Cops are there, security's got you, you're done for. And now you're a felon.
What if I keep stealing $5 items? It's gonna take a while to add up to grand larceny with $5 items. I'm over $4,000 at the moment. Nice to brag about that. But again, it does vary state by state.
I planned it out. Hit different stores. You know, you space it out.
As to what that grand larceny
different states.
Threshold actually is. So how are retailers allegedly tracking this theft? The simplest of answers is AI. These big box retailers that have billions of dollars wrapped up in their corporations, they've got money for the newest technologies that would blow your freaking mind. I already did a video talking about the AI facial recognition software that a lot of retailers started getting backlash for because there would just be like this little sign when you walked in that let you know that cameras were scanning your face and taking note of every single facial feature that you have. It's because you're being tracked. It's because every time you walk into one of these big box stores that have these AI systems put in place, it's incredible the kind of things that they can do, and even a little scary. There's some alleged use of receipt data, ever seen, loyalty apps, and even internal loss prevention logs. We can't say for sure because no retailer has actually confirmed this policy, but the stories that are showing up on these platforms, they're eerily consistent.
I just want to let y'all know if y'all are coming in Walmart and taking shit, it is not as sweet as y'all think it is. Y'all might think y'all have gotten away with it, but you haven't. So they have these things called secret shoppers, and it's people that look like ordinary people in here shopping or whatever that watch for people stealing. And it's the people that you would definitely not think would be them that is them. They've tried to get me to do it several times, but I'm not a fucking op. But anyways, how it works is they walk around. They have several people that do it. And they're just walking around. They'll have a buggy, look like they're shopping or something, but they are just watching all their surroundings, looking for suspicious people, looking for, you know, shit that looks out of the ordinary. And they'll sit there and watch you through fucking cracks at the end of the aisles. They'll sit there and watch you on cameras and everything. Even if you haven't gave them a reason to be suspicious or anything like that, especially if they have somebody in training, they're in that fucking room stalking the cameras. And even if you do steal something, pocket something, skip scan, if you don't know what skip scanning is, it's at the self-checkout where you act like you scan something and you don't. They watch those the most. That's the most theft in the store right there. They watch those like a fucking hawk. But say if you do skip scan or pocket something and you manage to walk out with it, good for you. They're running up a tab on you. And how they do that is if they don't stop you before you walk out, say if it's something small or some shit like that, they may not even stop you. But trust me, they got your name, they got your records, and they know who you are. What they do is they run up a tab on you. They'll get the price for all the shit that you stole, watch you next time you come in, watch you the whole time, make sure you don't steal anything else, or if you do steal anything else, add it to the tab. And the reason that they do that is because if they add it to the tab and the tab reaches $1,000, next time you come in there, they can charge you with felony shoplifting. It has to reach $1,000 before it's a felony, and they wait for it to reach a felony. Walmart workers too. Don't think you're safe either. They watch us motherfuckers like crazy too. So yeah, just keep that in mind. If you're coming in here taking stuff, you're not really getting away with it. You may every now and then, but you're not.
So now let's take a look at a real life example of somebody getting prosecuted with grand larceny for multiple items shoplifted over a period of time where they thought they were getting away with it. So this woman right here, named Aziza Graves, is a California resident thief who used Target's self-checkout to shoplift over $60,000 worth of merchandise.
I don't think I should be
$60,000
for anything right now.
Those are the words from the
She says, I don't think I should be on trial. I did nothing wrong.
Aziza Graves and what she told I-Team reporter Dan Noyes 2 months ago.
And now a jury has found her guilty, Dan, on 53 counts connected to more than a year of shoplifting at the Stonestown Target and other San Francisco stores.
From dozens of trips to that Target, she stole more than $60,000 worth of merchandise. Late today, I obtained video evidence from the court file. For the first time, you're going to see surveillance of Aziza Graves breaking the law. It's September 23rd, 2021, just after noon on a Thursday, and there's Aziza Graves at the Stonestown Target loading her cart with laundry detergent. Investigators told ABC7 the Graves would often steal jugs of detergent that can easily be sold in San Francisco's illegal night markets at UN Plaza. District Attorney Brooke Jenkins told me this afternoon that video and dozens more were crucial to convincing the jury to getting that guilty verdict.
Yes, it appears that those jurors were really heavily relying on being able to see what items she was purchased or pretending to purchase, how she was operating at the self-checkout, and really being able to see the conduct for themselves.
The jury found Graves guilty of 1 count of grand theft, 52 counts of petty theft. Jenkins believes attitudes in the city are changing.
Can I talk to you about your case at some point?
At some point, I'd be willing to talk about it with you for sure.
Okay, great.
I began investigating her case last year. In an email to me, Graves explained she was using the self-checkout at a Safeway, and the machine said payment complete after putting in just 1 cent. I had to figure out how 1 cent could equal 100%. She sent me this convoluted tabulation that concludes the actual value of what we call a penny is 0.000001 credits, or $100 million. Graves wrote, when she told the Safeway staff they said you are stealing and kicked me out, Target was next. I went to Target every single day for about a year before I was arrested. At trial, Graves insisted she had...
You're telling me she just put a penny in the system and it took it for full payment?
No mental health issues, but her public defender, Scott Grant, argued she had a delusion, that she actually believed she had paid in full with that penny or a nickel. Graves is scheduled to be sentenced later this month. She faces 3.5 years in custody. She could get probation, a partial or the full sentence in custody, or mental health rehabilitation.
There's pretty wide latitude here for what the judge can do, and so we are prepared to, we will be prepared to make a recommendation as to what we believe is appropriate, but it'll ultimately be up to the judge.
There was also a man that was accused of stealing over $15,000 worth of goods at Sam's Club, and that all took place over the course of 5 months. Anthony James Caceres, age 35, is alleged to have stolen $15,300.
He didn't spread it out enough. Come on, man. Rookie mistakes, bro.
$111.14 in merchandise and groceries from the Sam's Club in Odessa between January and May of this year, 2025, according to the arrest affidavit obtained by Reporter Telegram. Walmart Global Investigations Senior Management reported the thefts to the Texas Department of Public Safety Criminal Safety Unit. The first incident allegedly took place January 7th. Store associates observed Caceres using self-checkout with a cart full of items, though he only scanned 2 of the items before leaving. The affidavit said the cost of the items totaled $1,285.06. Caceres allegedly did this 7 other times with item totals ranging from $432.46 to $5,190.09. Midland Police Department officers arrested Caceres on a warrant on July 11th and took him to Midland County Detention Center. He has been charged with theft of property valued between $2,500 and $30,000, a state jail felony, and is out on a $7,500 bond. So those right there are 2 different instances where individuals thought they might have been getting away with it, but they eventually got busted, and the felony just kept stacking up and making those cases stronger and stronger.
Stop stealing from Walmart self-checkout. The Walmart has these new cameras right above the cashiers. One thing goes wrong and you're...
My local grocery store got the whole new system too.
face pops up on these screens. The slightest hand movement that looks like you're stealing, that camera catches it and then it puts it on the screen, and then it will replay your video back of when you're trying to steal something, like if you didn't scan it.
Steal from Walmart, you walk out of the store and no one chases you, and you get away and you go home and you move on with your life, and then about 6 months later you go back to that same Walmart and you're arrested. Well, they can do that. Here in California, on a petty theft charge, there's a 1-year statute of limitations. So even though they didn't get you the time that you stole, the next time you go in, if they recognize you, they can give you a citation and you will have to go to court and answer up on petty theft charges.
Do not steal from Walmart, and I'm not saying that just because I work here. I'm saying that because it will track everything you steal until you can get charged with a felony. This is serious business.
Do not steal from Target. I have a buddy who works in asset protection at Target, and what he just told me is going to terrify you. If you steal anything from Target, they are going to let you steal it. Yes, they are not going to waste their time calling the cops on you for stealing $15 worth of stuff. They are going to keep an account on you and wait till you reach over $900 worth of stolen items. And why they do this is because in most states, the threshold for felony larceny is $900. Meaning if you consistently steal from Target, they're going to keep tabs on you until you reach over $900 worth of stolen merchandise. And the second you pass that threshold, they are going to call the cops on you and they are going to charge you with a felony. And I think I told this story before, but I used to have a buddy who would consistently steal from Target almost every single day. And this dude thought he was bulletproof. This dude went into Target and he stole a trash can, and then he got pulled into a back room where he found out that they were keeping tabs on him for a full year. And they have security footage of him stealing and receipts of everything that he stole over that entire time. Moral of the story is don't steal, but if you do, don't make it from Target.
So what exactly does all of this mean for you? Even if you are an honest shopper that does not intend to shoplift, this is still something that you should pay attention to, because even honest mistakes can look like a pattern, primarily at self-checkout. Always double check your scans and be sure to keep receipts. Don't mistake silence for safety. And if you're ever accused, get a lawyer immediately. What seems like a small issue could turn into something a lot bigger. And if you are shoplifting, if they're not stopping you at the door, it's just because they might be waiting to take you to court.
Today's video is brought to you by my family-owned and operated small business, including mixes. Head on over to kindanutty.com.
Nuts. Don't steal from Walmart. Or don't steal at the self-checkout. They're gonna get you. You might have gotten away with it before.